The Finals just had its brand new update for Season 5, and there is a ton of updates with that, as well as patch notes. I'll cover all the new changes, as well as ones that I noticed from the preview. There's also a ton of additional things with this update, some issues that people are currently having, as well as a few fixes. Last up, of course, we'll jump into some of the community stuff. We got a lot to talk about. What's up, world? This is Utopia back in the video. Today we're checking out all things the Finals. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Get into all the stuff with the patch notes and everything there. Now, first up, there is a ton on this patch notes. We also don't really have an opening statement this time around since there's so much, at least as far as the Discord side of things go. A lot of this stuff here, though, at the very beginning, I did cover in another video, especially the new sponsor stuff and the clubs. I have both videos there out for you if you want to check that out. I'll link to those down below in case you didn't catch any new features. Some of the more notable ones, though, is we did get a jukebox feature. PS5, PS5 Pro, and the Xbox Series X can also now do 120 FPS mode. And they added a new gifting system, where you can gift players items, although you are limited to 5 gifts per day. You can also gift the Battle Pass, however, you will need to own it first yourself in order to do so. It also seems weird, it seems like some of the gifting stuff doesn't work with some bundles. Not exactly sure if you need to own them. I tried this with buying one of DD's items, and I wasn't able to gift it even after buying it. Some items can be gifted, some items can't be. I'm not exactly sure what denotes that. I'll have to wait and see what they do explain overall for that. They also did add more career levels. Again, I do go over that in my sponsor video. But we do have the balance changes here, and there are a lot of them. I'm going to try to summarize and go through all of these as quickly as possible, or we'll be here all day. So first up, the smoke grenade got added to both the heavy and the medium now. Mediums can also equip a proximity sensor. The jump pad cooldown went from 30 to 40 seconds. And the defibrillator has a new debuff mechanic, where they have revived sickness, essentially. They cannot use specializations gadgets for 5 seconds. Sonar grenade had both a nerf and a buff. A nerf to the duration, and a buff to the time between sonar pulses. So you should get about the same amount of pulses, but with the less duration. And the zipline got its increased cooldown from 30 to 37 seconds. The next category here is game modes, where the respawn system was revamped to wave-based, promoting team cohesion. Might have saw that during my live stream, but essentially we'll get a little bit less respawn time. And if a team does get wiped in the last second, it will be only a 5-second timer. Teams can now swap contestants between wipes during quick cash, and they've also updated the spawn points for more consistency. Sometimes your teammates can even spawn right next to you. Kyoto had some map improvements and adjustments, especially in the bamboo forest. Moving on to specializations, the cloaking device got a massive change here. Energy consumption is tied now to movement, so you can essentially stand still for quite a while, and it will not use a lot of resource. This is absolutely insane to use in game, and just for visibility's sake, you're much more invisible when you stand still. Not that that's in the patch notes, but it's just kind of the case. And they also mentioned that poison and burning damage no longer break the cloak. Just absolutely insane buff to cloaking device. I'm very happy about this, especially after that major nerf we had a few seasons ago. Mesh Shield reworked its energy system, and they also removed the cooldown for it and allowed the tactical juggling back. So every time the player does lower the shield, they will lose 225 energy out of the 750, but at least the spamming is back for that. Next up here we have the weapon section, where the 9.3R saw a significant damage and recoil buff. Dual blades also got their first buff here. They improved the lunge mechanics, better deflection, and they reduced incoming damage. The R357 revolver increased its hipfire accuracy. Beer also got an update with enhanced lunge and swing damage. The XP54 had its ammo increased, and now for weapon optics, this applies to all weapons with a red dot sight. Those will have reduced visual recoil. Again, the recoil pattern stays the exact same, but the visualization of it will be decreased, allowing you to actually use the V9S with the red dot sight finally. Moving on, though, we do have our content and bug fixes. Of course, animations always get some nice stuff there. They improved some various ones there and resolved clipping issues. Audio had some fixed for persistent sounds and added new voice lines. We saw that during the stream if you were there. There was a lot of new voice lines, it seemed like, especially DD, who has an entirely new voice. Of course, they do mention that they added 30 new ranks to career mode. The controller had increased default sensitivity and extended maximum ranges. And for gameplay, they resolved some bugs after interactions, goo blobs, and poisonous gas. There was a bunch of other bug fixes here, performance and stability stuff. If you want to go through them, I'll leave a link to the patch notes down below, but there's just so many, and I feel like it'd be counterintuitive to the video, especially because they're mostly just bug fixes. One of the more notable ones here, though, is they did add incognito mode for players that want to protect themselves when streaming. They mentioned this to me during the dev Q&A. This wouldn't happen until Season 6. Seems like this might have been either a last-minute addition or a surprise. Still very cool there. And then last up for security, they did add a bunch of stuff here. New detection rules, enhanced aimbot detection, implementations for hardware restriction, and they also added levels of binary obfuscation animation, which if you know anything from Minecraft, that is very good. Now, we did have some additional updates here with the finals. First up here is we did have some additional Twitch drops with that. Oscar does show off the new skin, including a charm and a skin for the Shaq 50. That's lasting for a pretty long time, December 12th all the way to December 26th, so you have plenty of time to claim those, and you have to watch up to 2 hours to claim all of them. Next up here was kind of a major issue where players were not receiving their Season 4 ranked and World Tour rewards. They did work on a solution here. Dusty pointed out that that fix has now been deployed, so all of you should have your ranked and World Tour rewards as of now. If you don't, you should contact Eggmail or their support through the website and just provide your Embark ID and hopefully they will get to that. Next up here, Embark actually did drop a brand new trailer for Season 5. That was after the removal of the other one from yesterday. This one is a lot better in quality, and June and Scotty now sound a lot better. I wonder if they threw this one together last minute. If so, that's absolutely amazing. But there is a brand new one there. And they also did drop a Battle Pass trailer. Both of those are available on the Finals YouTube channel, so I will link down below to both of those if you want to check them out. Moving on though, we do have that community stuff as well as some official ones. The first one here is they did actually drop a first anniversary T code that should potentially be in your emails, the one that you did sign up with Embark with. However, it might take several days, as Dusty does point out here. So just be wary, you might not have the anniversary T code just yet, but check your emails over the next couple days and hopefully you do have that. Next up here, I talked about this in a previous video. However, I am doing a Battle Pass giveaway that is for a total of 10 codes. However, I already did give out 3 of them. You still have a chance to win those 7. All you gotta do is head to my giveaways channel on my Discord. You don't have to like or subscribe. Literally just head to my giveaways channel on my Discord and click a button. So it's super simple to enter there, nothing too complex. That will end tonight at 4 AM though, as I do want to get all the Battle Pass stuff out of the way and people will have purchased it already. So that is ending sometime soon here. Second to last up here, the TGAs are tonight. That is the Game Awards. However, unfortunately, the finals did not get nominated for anything this time, although they might still showcase something there. Of course, we had the announcement for the finals released back at TGA, so that is notable, and it is happening at 6:30 p.m. CST, which would be 7:30 p.m. EST and 4:30 p.m. PST. Last up, as always with my videos, I do have my community mentionables from the Star Runways channel or the Star Models channel. If you are on my Discord, you can post to the Finals Runway, and you might be potentially featured on the Star Models page. That's also something you can do to interact with the Discord. Although this time I'm going to be selecting people from the Finals Runway channel. I'll do that occasionally, but more than likely it's always going to be from the Star Models page. Those are the ones that do earn a certain amount of fire emotes, which at this current time is at 6. However, because the season just dropped and we got a ton of new cosmetics, we'll snag some from the Finals Runway page. So the first one here is from Legend. Very cool, showing off his sponsorship, obviously with Via or the fridge. The all white really tops this one off, especially the anniversary AK. And in the spirit of Christmas, we have this one here from Dizzard. He showcases off some pretty funny cosmetics here with, I would call maybe like an ugly sweater, but it is a nice one overall there, especially for the Christmas spirit. Overall, that should about cover today's video. If you like and subscribe, and until the next one. Deuce!